everybody, this is Salvi here with the VTuber news coming right up for you. Before that, of course, smash that subscribe button, hit that bell, and the like button as well, and let's get right into it. She is getting attacked for doing a face reveal, as we're talking about Bao the Whale. She is a VTuber who has grown quite a bit, and it has had some, foot and mouth moments, as some people would say, in the past, which have gotten her a dedicated following of people who just do not like her and are trying to, criticize where they can. This is one of those moments. She went on her regular account, and she decided to do this. I didn't show it immediately so you guys can see. She decided to do a full face and body reveal. So that is something that's been happening more. I think this for her is more for, to take away any self-doubt, to take away any body image issues, any that type of thing, self-image issues, and kind of push forward for, the positive things, to make things as positive as possible. So this is what she showed here. Lots of people were just being happy here. Just being very happy and very good for her because, she's not a bad looking woman. And it is continuing the whole thing that a lot of the female VTubers are actually pretty good looking. And let's take a look here. The quotes, this person here, VTubers not beating the beautiful as hell IRL allegations. Those are the positive ones. Now let's get to the other ones that aren't so positive. Some were not so bad. You're going to see some not so bad, some really bad ones here. I'll show you a little bit of everything. Right here, no one asked you to do this. So these are the first, general criticisms that she's getting. Really not a VTuber person, but since when do VTubers shifted to being flesh tubers? So yeah, people are just not liking that now. How can you call yourself a VTuber if you're doing a lot of flesh tubing stuff? VTuber grit's finally over for these blanks. And the reason why this word is used is because she does have what I would call a blue Twitch account. That place, that blue site that everybody has called this in the VTuber community usually has that connected. They aren't this, of course, but everybody who's called that word in the VTuber community, the horror word, is, tied, usually has a blue site tied to it. I have no issues with it. I'm not one of them moral police, but a lot of other people are. You have some positive ones here. Bao is pretty and working hard on her fitness. Proud of that and peak. And you have the face reveal jump scare there. You continue on here. People are gassing up mid. Like, she's not ugly, but she ain't exactly hot either. So saying, like, don't go crazy with the hot allegations. She's just mid. That's what people are saying here. Captain Skull says, never thought see someone who's flatter than Filion. Down here, bigger than my ex-wife, just saying. She was a 1x1. She moved it all to the back, you see. Even a pancake is more plump. So then people are judging her for not having anything up front, which is, I don't know why it should even matter. It's not like she's going to be dating you, guy. It's the misandrous, flesh tuber B. It's not a face reveal. You're posting your entire body constantly. You just took off the medical mask. So that is, we're starting to get into a little bit more of the aggressive look here. Over here, mad cause mogged. I'm mad cause she's a misandrous flesh tuber who called it a face reveal for attention. Try to keep up, please. Pretty on the outside, but her heart is less than attractive. She's average for an Asian. Went to her profile, saw a single clip. I couldn't stand the R high-pitched voice that all VTubers pretend to have for some effing reason. Misandrous at words for engagement bait. But inside, she prays to every deity in history that man she relies on to not starve. Doesn't get fed up with her. So yeah, people are just really throwing a lot of stuff at her. Here, look at the trend of VTuber IRL is pretty stupid. Why even destroy the purpose of being a VTuber? People have perceived you as a character, but revealing your face kind of destroys that character. A lot of large EN VTubers are theater kids. Iron Mouse even said so herself. She is herself one. She will have an OF or blue site in no time. Here's why. Well, she already has one, so you're too late on that one. But that's not an issue. People are doing this moral policing thing, this moral brigading thing. I don't really get it. I don't like it. I really definitely don't like it. Just, if you don't like them, move on. Don't judge them based on your morality. Bao was a singer before VTuber. People like her. Like her, I give a pass for being a mix of IRL and VTuber. Pretty popular beforehand. It bothers me more when someone who started their career online as a VTuber, but transitioned into IRL content does that. So, yes, she is... She is what we would call it, theater kid, singer, etc. She is kind of, the way I see it, kind of like a 2.5D VTuber, kind of like Phoebe, Kason, that type of thing. Here, the R she blows again. Go fix your receding hairline. You ever heard of minoxidil? Try that. One of the what people consider a misandrous quote. Did she really say that? actual borderline useless advice unless used in conjunction with microneedling. Not the ugliest I've seen, but she's pretty as the comments say. She's not as pretty as the comments say either. Probably a 4 without the makeup, 5 or 6. Brown eyes are ugly to me, so that's your own opinion, of course. Flat as board, mid looking void. Once you say void, now I have a whole different idea of who you are. Just gotta say that. I don't know what you expected from this gambit, but they're beating your ass in the quote retweets. Okay, but have you considered that she's literally perfect? And how many of her friends' lives has she destroyed in a rampage as a petty indie VTuber? How many are we at now? She's a carpenter's dream, flat as a board, needs a screw. And her soul wasn't rotten to the core. I'd agree with you. I think she really wants the attention. Some people are saying here. And finally, another one of the wondering why she's doing this, not really doing any kind of judging or anything like that. They're not doing, this is one of the more nuanced, like not nuanced, but like relaxed takes here from Mama Oko. I see Bao is going that way now with VTubing. So yeah, we don't know why she's doing it. Like I said, it seems like to be a self-image thing to kind of show to herself that yes, people will find her attractive and people will like the way she looks. It's something, this is my opinion. You guys let me know what you think down below, of course. Ooh, subliminal messaging. Follow the squirrel. Subscribe to the squirrel. This is not a psyop. This is just me being a dumbass. Ooh, subscribe. She is getting canceled, and it is for a reason that's, well, I can understand, but I don't fully get in this context, and I'm going to have you guys help me out with this one. Allegedly, digital blackface. I didn't know that was a thing. I guess I am too much in my hidey hole over here. I'm too much in my my cave, my VTuber cave over here to know what the heck that is. That seems right here. This is what happened. This is what started it all. It's a VTuber versus IRL. It's a thing that happens on the internet, things that happens on the VTuber internet side. We have VTubers that show their IRL self and their digital self. This person is Brazilian. Person is that is reacting to it says, bro, did y'all see this? You have reactions down here. Said it's supposed to be based on sheep like Marie, but that doesn't make it right. Dark brown skin. She's ignoring the complaints of others. I honestly, personally think the people are just taking it too far for trying to cancel somebody for this. There was no, from what I could tell, no maliciousness in it. There was no things like this. Like it's just okay. Yeah, she's not the exact color of her person. Unless she was like specifically like trying to talk in a way that was more I guess I don't know if you could talk like a black person very much. I don't know if that I don't know. I'm just finding it confusing. They like, I guess maybe sounding as to sound very old school, more with the lexicon, more with the specific type of mannerisms they have. I don't know how a VTuber you could really be blackface, but like I said, blackface has a huge history over here in the US. I can understand that some people are going to be all confused and all angry over here in the US because yes, there was actual blackface over here in the US. There was actual minstrel shows and things like that. And, in, more racist undertones over here in the US. She's in Brazil. I don't think they would have that. I mean, probably not the same way that they would have it over here. People are treating this like this was an American person, a very, very, very white woman trying to be black in some way. Confused on why you guys are hating her character. She made people do cosplays and make up characters all the time. Don't look like them. She was never disrespectful while using a mock to black people. I'm black and I have many characters that are white, Asian, etc. The Arizona is dark-skinned black woman that doesn't resemble the Pokemon at all. So people are just blocking. Like here he said, I mean, even so, isn't there a pretty big VTuber with a white model that's actually a black guy? What's the big deal? Why is it a big deal? It's not mocking in any way, and it's just a character. Oh, brother, blocked. So yeah. Like I said, I'm just misinformed, probably. I'm probably very misinformed, at least, well, I would be, and I probably would be canceled for some of the things I'm going to say here, and some of the things I've said previously in the last minute or so, because I'm just legitimately confused. I think it would work better if her sheep VTuber skin looked like a sheep and not a black woman. It's weird. She said it's a sheep, and rape wouldn't be Wooloo. And over here, she's no joke messaged me on Twitter saying some black people have white people's skin. That's okay. Why can't I? That bro, people aren't white. Used to never be able to get an artist to make a model because they didn't exist before. So yeah, it's just, she's confused. She's confused, obviously, because she doesn't have the same cultural undertones that we do over here in the US. And, people are celebrating that she went and post-protected and that she is, getting canceled basically. Next time, don't pose as a black person, use a Pokemon as an excuse when your character looks nothing alike. And it says digital blackface is racism. That's if it was, I don't know. If there's no intent for racism, I don't consider it racism. I consider it maybe ill-informed, but not racism. I think these people are going too far. I think it's going way too far, honestly. It says user claimed OC was based on the Pokemon, but said Pokemon looks nothing like the person's character. Why choose a black sheep knowing you're white and it be considered extremely controversial? As they said, here we go again, meaning they clearly got criticized, backlash in the past. No, I think it's just, here we go again, she meant by like freaking VTuber, VTuber Twitter and other Twitter mobs going and getting, you know, getting the pitchforks and the fires ready and raring to, you know, crucify somebody and get someone in there and burn someone at the stake in this case. The response didn't seem too bad. Calmed down all these attacks made me rethink everything, and honestly, it took me more than years to manage to debut as a palm model. I spent a ton of money and the support in my community and my own sweat, so I'm not going to give up. Thank you, everyone who stayed by my side. I am glad that they didn't let this type of drama that people, you know, people who like drama, people who just want drama, are creating. Now, I have to agree, you guys are actually insane if you don't see a problem with this. So some people are saying that people like myself who don't see a problem with this are insane. So yeah, I don't see, because there's no ill intent, I don't see it as big of an issue as people are making it out to be. First I was like, oh, but then realized nothing like the Pokemon she showed and described. Going on here, this was the one that I showed before. People are supporting her. They're canceling her for being a white person with a brunette model. Honestly, what a bunch of idiots. At no point did she use that as a way to offend or make money off of it. Get that stereotype out of your heads. A brunette model is just brown skin people, isn't just for brown skin people. I mean, it's above our mind. And, you know, she goes and saying, blackface does not simply mean a white person using a dark skin character, avatar, or model. Traditionally, the term refers to the practice of white people darkening their own skin to portray black people in a caricatured, offensive, or stereotypical manner. Exactly. That's the thing. Blackface is with the intent of being racist, with the intent of being offensive, with the intent of, you know, caricaturizing the person. They aren't doing this. They just liked that character, like that design, like that color. Go ahead, use it. In fact, it might even be something positive where it's like, you know, well, you know, another black VTuber, you know, black VTuber model being able to go forward. Maybe I'm dumb. I don't know. That's the way I see it. Other people here are saying the same thing. Today, according to Microsoft causes, a Brazilian VTuber has a character based on black sheep, and the foreigners found out and trying to cancel her because IRL she's white. And according to them, it's forbidden. It's the color of a black sheep. It's for my thesis right here. And it says, funny how for them it's good to use Asian names and details of VTuber without being Asian, but this here for them is the limit. Now you've gone and hit on a topic. Gringos cuando conversa, yeah, white people when they converse that way, and not wanting to play devil's advocate, but it's not the first time they do this to her. First time it was the Brazilians themselves, but those are really complicated Twitter bubble who spend a day farming things. So yeah, people are just farming, and other people are just confused. Is your Sona not having your own skin color not okay? Since when? Someone get called out on here for pretending to be black, but they posted a VTuber versus IRL trend. Oh, their Sona skin color is dark white. So they weren't pretending to be black. They weren't characterizing anybody. And you can see here, people are just responding like, what the heck is going on? And over here, another person saying, dark skinned black VTuber with gorgeous design, color palette. Realize she isn't black. Apparently that's an issue. And that she's actually white. She's not, well, she's not like American white. She is a lighter skinned Brazilian. Brazilian are very mestizo as far as I know. Very mixed. So she is a lighter skinned Brazilian. I wonder what that person understands the amount of contempt and harassment some people have. But that's like minstrel stuff. Like I said, it's just, this is just dumb. I think this is just honestly a dumb thing. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. People over here like this guy are even making a block list because, you know, why basically saying that the black creators make crews do lighter skin and the culture industry reasons behind that. History harm of blackface. Black people come in every shade imaginable from every light to dark. And I'm going to say this, I will never support a white creator using a model that's clearly designed to represent a black person. It's basically rules for thee, not for me kind of thing. This is the way I take it. I can go as a white character. I can go as a lighter skin character, but you can't go as a dark skin character because it offends me. That's the way I'm seeing this here. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. If I'm going way out of pocket here, y'all let me know. But this is the way I'm seeing it. This is legitimately the way I'm seeing it, because this stuff here happens. For example, this. Nothing wrong with this one either. There's zero wrong with this one. But you're not going to see anybody get angry at this. Not to point this person out, but this is the first one that I saw while I was searching for everything else. This person celebrated. This person No one's going to have an issue with it. No one should have an issue with it. Whatever color you want to make it, black, white, blue, green, whatever the heck, you can make it whatever you want, as long as you aren't caricaturizing the race that you're going for, or the color of skin that you're going for. You aren't caricaturizing it, you aren't doing anything crazy like that, then you're fine. She's not caricaturizing a lighter skinned person either, so she's fine. I don't get why this is okay, but maybe I'm, like I said, I'm confused. I don't get why that's okay, but this suddenly becomes a whole racial thing. Yes, in the US there's blackface, and I do understand that part, but why make this insanely crazy things here, trying to cancel somebody, when this, you're going to be celebrating it? That is the, like I said, rules for thee, not for me. And the main thing I want to point out to anybody, I'm not attacking this black creator at all. I'm saying if this one's okay, this one should be okay too, as long as there's no caricaturizing of it, no actual racial undertones of it, like racist undertones of it, it should be fine. A big warning to everybody who has Streamelements and is getting money from it, as they have recently been purchased by Razer. If you remember a while back when people were wondering if Streamelements was going to be closing, if things like that were going to be happening, we know now that no, it isn't. And then instead, Razer has purchased them, but there's a bit of an issue. We have Razer here, who is the company who does a lot of, things in the PC space, laptops, accessories, mice, mats, keyboards, etc. And now they have Streamelements, as done by Zach Bussey here. Interesting acquisition, gives Razer a slight step forward among its corporate peers. Stronger footholds in the creator space, so they're trying to do it to get into the creator space. There are some details from Razer there. One of the big things here, besides Streamelements saying that they're glad that they were purchased, they can continue serving the VTuber and streamer world. Says basically there's no way to accept tips anymore that in a way that doesn't dox you, unless you have business PayPal. So this is basically saying they're going to be able to get your name, address, that type of stuff like that, unless you have a business PayPal, which is business PayPal allows you to be able to restrict that. It just got a lot harder to have. If you do set it up through PayPal, you are no longer protected from some doing a chargeback within 5 months, because you can still do that on in PayPal, but not in, like, if you were just getting it through bank transfer, etc. You can't really do chargebacks on bank transfers or anything like that. And that is some of the many, many, many things here. So Streamelements start looking for alternatives to run and stream stuff on. Yeah, crypto didn't have such a notorious reputation, would have been a solved problem. So effing awful. They're taking away the one service that protected streamers' privacy to deal with stalkers and extreme parasocialism. So yeah, they're doing it for simplicity, because as a new company, as a company newly acquiring them, they have to work with the new contracts to be able to get other people on there. So yeah, a lot of people refuse to use PayPal because PayPal can and will, as said here, close your account for random reasons. Also restrict your account, pause your account, etc., and take away access from it and access to your money. They will take it just like as a donation, I guess, because you'll never get it back. We need a new way to get tips ASAP. So yeah, that's one of the big issues. That's what I want to let you guys know, that it was purchased by Razer. And be careful, because you might get doxxed, because your regular PayPal will dox your address and things like that if you use it for purchases, or in this case, getting any kind of donation. So be very careful with that. Just give you guys a heads up on that. Dr. Nova E is a female, maybe it's Nova E, I don't know, is a female English-speaking VTuber with V4 Mirai, and we have something big from her here that we're going to be talking about. Let's take a look here. Didn't get a chance to meet your V4 Oshi at Offkai Gen 5. We can fix that. V4 Mirai is hosting a free meet and greet in VRChat from August 7th to August 9th. Up first is our mad scientist with a few loose screws, Dr. Nova. Sign-ups for Dr. Nova, of course, is not just going to be you can just show up and get it. It is first come, first serve when it comes to the signups. Once the signups are filled, then of course you won't be able to be there anymore. By the time you guys are seeing this, probably the signups may be closed. I do apologize for that. But there were signups at some point. The first 15 people to sign up for each session will get a spot. Be ready for the form to open. Each session will be 3 minutes long. And then the rest are like lottery in case if it's a chance of getting that there. So even if I had done this on the same day that it was actually done, then it would have already been, sold out, kind of there. It's me. I will not be shaking my ass in VR as advised by the Butt Tarot, but I can legally punch and head pat you, so you better be there. Form to sign up it opens Saturday, August 1st at 2 p.m. PDT. So this says you're going to remember to put on clothes, right? I made one mistake one time. Shake my head. does the punch come first or the head pat? Depends on the mood in that day. So yeah, she's going to be having some fun with the community. Very glad that V4 Mariah is giving people a free meet and greet chance in VRChat. Takanashi Kiara is a female English-speaking VTuber associated with Hololive English as a part of Myth with Ina, Amelia Watson, Mori Calliope, and Gargura. And we are talking about them today because they recently, as I had mentioned before in previous episodes, that we had seen that they had gone to Korea to go and have a stream with these wonderful two girls here. And it says these girls are funny and talented, just a joy to be around. They feel like family to me. I'll miss them already. We're also working on something else together, so please look forward to it. And this is them, Irese Live, the duo here that you can see here. They speak Korean, English, so maybe a little bit of Japanese, I'm not sure. But this was what broke the internet recently. Kiara winning in life. I am going to not have the audio because, you know, it could be copywritten for whatever reason. So yeah, this is her winning at life. She got a striptease. She got the whole striptease thing from one of the Irese girls. And yeah, it was, she even got that. So she got everything. She was winning in life. It says, what's this from? What the hell could the context be? Where Kiara's getting full lap dances on stream. She's gonna faint again. I thought Kiara was yabai, but as the saying goes, always bigger fish. Someone should bring again the quote words of the Final Fantasy scene where Tifa visits Cloud's room. So yeah, this was a situation where they started talking about, like, I don't know, strip teases, and it just came up. It just came up in the situation, and then both of them, the girl in blue also did one as well. So they both did a strip tease for her. It's just, this one was the one that pretty much caught the internet's attention. Big congratulations for her to be able to make the trip to Korea, number one, and to be able to network with so many lovely people. We got Noelle. We got the big boob of Noelle. All right. We got the big boobs. Look, all right, no watame, but we got boobs. I guess that's a good consolation prize. If anybody could call that a consolation prize. Holy hell, I have a feeling people have been really wanting this one, and I just got it because I was just like, fuck it, let's do it. But I got boobs, okay? Now, Salvi has boobs. You can tell it to everybody, tell the world, Salvi has boobs now. This is a good pull, though. I heard, like, Noelle's not that easy to get. Like, we just finished watching something from Callie saying, yes, and a clip of Noelle and Callie saying that she was not going to spend $1,000 to try to get to Noelle. I ended up getting Noelle in a poll where I wasn't even trying to get Noelle. Good times, good times. Thank you guys for watching, as always, and of course, take a look, and if you enjoy everything, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon, all those things that YouTube asks of you. Really do appreciate you. Have a wonderful day.